With Draco now being a fairly low level survival, it has gone around for a few different places to go and farm experience, or focus, or anything like that. And honestly, well, that's not where I wanted to be. The Void has been nice to me. Going in here and unlocking all of this again has been fun. You don't need a key to get to the Void, which made it even better. But I found this arm over here some of the better missions for Affinity because it's much higher level. Mobile defense is good because people tend to stay close to each other. The sabotage not so much because people tend to be running around in different places. The survival is fun for leveling for the last few levels. But if you want a farm experience, not so much. The interception's good, but it's still a fairly big map. So, well, not a big map, it's like a medium-sized map. Which makes it kind of hard to stay close to each other to keep that shared affinity going. There's also places like Akkad, which is really good because it's a fairly small-ish map. And it depends how you go. People keep saying Speed Nova is really good on here because it gets into the middle quickly and there's places you can stand and it's fun, but it can get repetitively fairly quickly. And other people keep telling me to try this thing. I tried this once. It's weirdly one of the arena maps, which I knew roughly where to go from that whole event. I cannot even remember the name of it. The Rathum event? Either way, it was fun, but it's too big of a map to be able to share the affinity, and we just managed to finish it. So maybe if you go in with a team that knows what they're doing, that would be fun. But I kind of have my own new favourite place on here, and it's kind of massively, I don't want to say overlooked or underlooked, it's just nobody seems to be playing it. And there's sometimes I've gone, my record is 9 missions before finding a squad that wants to go past 5 waves because it's a fairly small defense map, but it's on this little node here, which means unfortunately you do have to have done the second dream quest because this is the Orokin moon. And honestly, where is it? It's Taiko, isn't it? The survival is lots of fun. I was about to swear, but no, I'll behave. It was lots of fun, but that's not my favourite node on here. It has simply got to be Stoffler, whatever. The defense mission on the moon, because it's just such a fun little map. I mainly like it not just because the size of it means that you can stay close, and if you go in there with a full team you've basically got the 3 tenno shared affinity going pretty constantly, but with a full team you'll get more enemies that spawn in, which means more affinity to begin with. The focus farming on here was just, I've done this mission to 20 waves twice today and my focus is all done. At the minute I'm just kind of, I've got one on everyone apart from Naramon, trying to build up some for all of them, but that's besides the point. But it's more the fact that it's a fun map. It's kind of unpredictable. There's been a few times that all the enemies have been stuck in one area, then all of a sudden become unglitched all at once, and there's basically an entire army of every enemy coming down a corridor at once, which can be fun. I don't think I have footage of that actually show though. I might have, I don't know, I've got a fair bit. But it's mainly the fact that at 5 waves, the pod drops. At 10 waves, it then drops again. So this map changes 3 times. You've got the map you start in, then it falling once is like a new map, and then it falls down to the bottom at wave 10 and that becomes the new map. It doesn't fall after this. I don't think it does. People keep telling me it drops once more at wave 40, but honestly I think that's just people trying to troll us. And this has become my new favourite place to go, because I've got the kavat from 0 to 30 twice, and I've done this twice. It's literally, I've format, gone in, level to 30, before actually hitting the end of the mission. And I've maxed out my focus for the day, and it's lunchtime, so that's left me screwed on. I'm not going to earn much for the rest of the day, but I've still got things I need to do. But it's a fun little map, and it's just so small that you can actually stay close to your fellow tenno and get that shared tenno affinity fairly easily. That's of course without mentioning the fact that the Hayeka Master spawns here a lot, so there's a lot of kavat to kill, which means getting the new kavat mods are going to be much easier to do here as well as the Hayeka Master dropping the what is it? Is it the kavat breeding module segment, whatever the hell it's called? That also has a higher chance to drop because there's more of them. Of course, this can be said for a lot of different missions. The only reason I'm really doing this is because people keep asking me where I go, so I thought I'll just quickly do this and say, well, this is where I've been going.